Hi guys, let's start solving LeetCode 238 today, that is product of array except self. So this is a medium level problem and we are given an array nums. We have to find answer such that answer I is equal to product of all the numbers except for nums of I. Okay. You are also given that you have to write an algorithm of big O of n, that is a linear time complexity, and we don't have to use any division operation. Okay. So if it was division operation, it was quite simple. We could have computed the product all throughout the array and divided by nums of I to get that corresponding number. Now we don't have to use division operation and we have to do a linear time complexity. If it was a quadratic time complexity, we could have gone for every element, we could have gone to the left of the array till the end, and similarly to the right of the array till the end, and we could have computed the value. For example, for 2, we could have gone from 3 till end, that is 3 into 4, that is 12, and towards left, that is 1. So answer could have been 1 into 12, that is 12. Now for linear, we could use a simple formula. We could pre-compute two arrays, that is prefix and suffix. And how we can compute prefix is we can compute prefix of I is equal to prefix of I minus 1 into nums of I. And for suffix, similarly, we can do suffix of I is equal to suffix of I plus 1, that is nums of I. And when we will multiply these two values, that is prefix into suffix, we'll get answer of I as our product of the number except for that number. So how this is working, if you see, we have pre-computed the value of prefix, that is all the elements, product of all the elements before that number, and similarly for suffix, we have computed product of all the elements after that number. Now when we multiply these two numbers, what we will get is product of all the numbers that is before that and after that except for that number. So I hope you got the solution. Let's quickly code it up. So we will take the size, we'll store the size of the array, that is nums dot size. We'll initialize three vectors. One will be prefix, we'll declare the size. One will be suffix, and one will be our answer vector, which we will return in the end. Now we'll do the initialization. So prefix of 0 will always be 1 as there is no value before that 0th index. Similarly, suffix last element will be always be 1 because there is no element after that. Now let's pre-compute the values. So for int I equals to 1, I less than n I plus plus, prefix of I is equal to prefix of I minus 1, that is product of previous numbers, into the last number which we encountered. This is a thing to notice here, it is not nums of I, it will be nums of I minus 1. That is the last number which we have encountered till now except for that number itself, which will be this formula here. So this is done. Now similarly, let's compute for suffix. For int I equals n minus 2, I greater than equals to 0, I minus minus, suffix of I will be equal to suffix of I plus 1 into nums of I plus 1, following the similar logic which we used in the above case of prefix. Now let's finally compute our product. So this will go from I0 to n. Oops, let me change it to smaller n. And answer of I is equal to prefix of I into suffix of I. This will compute our answer and we will simply return the answer. Let's clean this part up. I think this should work. Let's run the given test cases. Yeah, given test cases are passing and we'll submit the answer. As you can see in this solution, the zero case is also handled because you will always compute prefix uh, with considering the without considering that current number. So yeah, this solution is passes. See you in next solution.